guys, it's Marianne. Welcome back to another episode of HGTV Handmade's Throwback Thursday. Today we're going all the way back to 2005, where the Carol Duvall show is going to show us how to make a clock out of magnets. Check it out.
Welcome to the show. Well, keeping track of time isn't always easy, but with this project you won't have any more excuses. Here with an easy way to use die cuts to create magnet clocks is the always clever Sandy Genovese. And welcome again, Sandy.
Thanks.
Well, your ideas are so clever. They really are, and they're so neatly done. Well, you've heard me rave about that before. These clocks are wonderful.
Well, thanks. You know, they're meant to stick to your fridge.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Right.
Oh.
And so the dominoes, actually, we're going to be cutting them out of magnet, sheets of black magnet.
Oh, okay. Well, take it away and show us how.
Well, actually, I wanted to show a couple of ways. You could cut the domino tiles with scissors and then go back and use a hole punch to cut out all of the holes. And I'll pull this up and show you if you wanted to do this. That's an easy thing to do, but it does take a little bit of time. So, of course, I took a shortcut and I die cut them.
You have a die cut for dominoes?
Yeah, absolutely. We have it for everything. So what I've got is I've got a sheet of black magnet, and I'm going to place the die so that it's on the magnet, and then I'm going to just slide it under.
And get the strength of 10. No, you did.
Yeah, actually, it's not hard to do, but the table is awfully high, considered normal working height. So can you see how we've cut out now all those tile pieces?
Isn't that great?
It's just so easy. And actually, to make this clock, you would need to do this 3 more times, and that would give you enough pieces.
Okay, and a reminder to those of you who are wondering, yeah, sure, I've got one of these in my kitchen.
Yeah.
That so many of the craft stores and the rubber stamp stores have these machines that you are allowed to use.
That's right. You go in and just use it in the store like making photocopies, except you're doing die cutting.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're ready to place it on the fridge, and we're going to make this be our fridge for today. And I have to have some sort of a guide in order to get the placement. So I start, first off, with a 7-inch circle. But I need my circle to have those 12 areas for the 12 places on the clock. So what I've done first is I've taken the circle, and can you see that I folded it in half? Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to fold it in half again, and then finally I fold it into thirds. Now, I'm not a good measurer, but this is my quick and easy way to create a guide that when you open this up, now you have those 12 segments.
Perfect.
And then I went back, and on this one, I actually marked them with a marker so that it's real easy for me to see. And now I have some place that makes it real easy for me to place the dominoes. So I would start, and if I wanted to start up here with 12, I'll bring this up, and 12 is one of those numbers, since the dominoes only go to 6, that you really don't have a choice. You have to place the 2 6s to make the 12.
Oh, you'd have to have 6 or 7 dominoes up there. Yes.
That's true. If you had a big fridge, you could probably do it. And then if I went down next to do the 6, I actually used the 3 and the 3, but you could use, with your dominoes, you could use the 2 and the 4, you could use the 1 and the 5. I mean, that's kind of the fun of it, is you can play because you're using these to just create the numbers.
Kids could do that as a math lesson, keep changing them and switching them.
That's really fun. So at this point, you would just continue till you have all the dominoes down, and then it's time to put the actual clock mechanism in the middle. And I know that when you get a clock kit, it will come with an exploded drawing that tells you
how to put everything together.
And it's real simple, but I laid them out here in the order for this. And the first thing I want to do, this is the clock mechanism. I don't want this to show, and normally your clock face goes here.
Oh, right. You can't put this behind the door in your refrigerator.
No, exactly. Maybe, but it would be tough. And so what I did is I cut out a circle that's about 4 inches, and I marked in the middle, and then I went back, and I'll pull this over here also.
This is just heavy cardstock.
Yeah, this is just colored cardstock or chipboard, and I used this punch to punch this hole in the middle. And the size of this opening needs to be able to accommodate this opening or this protrusion on the clock. And you can see sitting in front of you at a hardware store, there's punches in all sizes, so that's really easy.
That's what I want for Christmas.
Yeah, I use them all the time. So now that you've got this, the first thing is I'll place the rubber washer and then this. And you can see I've laid out in the order here the rest of the order in which you would just position these right on top. And then, miracle of miracles, I'm going to pull this one back here. You can see that I've got this one that's already put together. And so now on the back, you're ready to put your battery in. And now you have to attach this to the fridge. And I used paper that was fairly lightweight. lightweight, but in case you use something that's kind of heavy, it might be good to use the magnet from the hardware store. You have it right over there by you.
Oh, this kind. It's because it's stronger than that sheet magnet, isn't it?
Right, and it's self-adhesive, so I'm going to peel the backing off, and then I actually would put a few of these on this mechanism. You stick it down nicely. I'll do one, but I would continue. Put the magnet in, and then you're going to just put this in the middle of the whole clock, and that easily you create that fun clock.
This is what it looks like, and that is just about the cutest. I would repaint my refrigerator if it wasn't white, just so I could hang that on there.
You know what? You don't have to, because now we're going to look at color. In my office, I have black file cabinets, and so look at the next clock over there. All of the bright colors, those are magnet too. And if you love the idea of the magnet, and you're not so sold, maybe you already have enough clocks, look at the other things. Now that you've made magnet, you can layer on top and do all kinds of cool stuff.
Sandy, that's another whole show.
Okay, another time.
This is enough to keep us for now. Thank you so much. This is terrific, really.
This customized clock is the perfect size for a small kitchen or a dorm room. Have you ever made your own clock? Tell us how in the comments below. And be sure to check back here next Thursday for another episode of HGTV Handmade Throwback Thursday. I'll see you next time.